Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the third lecture of class 5th, subject science. We will study unit number 1, exercise, fill in the blanks. Match the column we done in the previous lecture, and in home assignment which is given to you, I get reply of many students on my WhatsApp, and it's better that you are giving me reply. Try to study more. Keep busy yourself with your books because books are your good friend. Now, we will take a formal start of the lecture. Fill in the blanks. So first blank is the building unit of a living thing is known as. The building unit of the living thing is known as what? Think for 2 minutes and answer. Think for 20 seconds and answer the question. If you know the definition, if you revise the chapter, you will know it. You can do it. The building unit of a living thing is known as cell. So cell is the building unit of living thing. It's also the definition. It's also the explanation. If you study the first topic, you can do it. So first MCQs, first blank, sorry, not MCQs, blank is cell. The second one is the smaller part within the cell are called what? Smaller part within the cell are called what? It's cell, organelles, nucleus, cellulose, tissue, red blood cell. It is what? Take some option. So you have select what you think that the answer must be cell, organelles, nucleus, tissue, or whatever in your mind is. Compare with the answer. It is organelles. The third one is all the activities of a cell are controlled by the dash. Think what is the answer and then compare the answer with the right option. All the activities of a cell are controlled by the nucleus. It is the property of a nucleus. It is basically the definition of nucleus that you have to compare the it can control all types of activities of a cell. So if you memorized, you can do it easily. Now the fourth MCQ is the cell wall of a plant cell is made up of a tough substance called. So think for 5 seconds and give me the answer, or otherwise I will tell you the answer. Compare your option whether it is right or wrong. All the fourth MCQ blank is the cell wall of a plant cell is made up of a tough substance called cellulose. Called cellulose. So the cell wall of a plant cell is made up of a tough substance called cellulose. Now, the fifth MCQ is a group of similar cells joined together is called what? Think a group of similar cells joined together is called a tissue. Is called a. So when a group of cells combine, it give you tissue. When cells having same functioning will result a tissue. It is the definition of tissue. You already studied this thing. Now, the next MCQs is number 6. The only cell without a nucleus are the dash. The cell without a nucleus. It is given in the book and it is a red blood cells. Red blood cell. Now, again, fill in the blanks. Look at your book and write. The building unit of a living thing is known as cell. The smaller part within the cell are called organelles. All the activities of a cell are controlled by the nucleus. The cell wall of a plant cell is made up of a tough substance called cellulose. A group of similar cells joined together is called a tissue. This is the B option in the exercise on page 5. Now, the only cell without a nucleus are the red blood cells. You done the B part of exercise on page 5. Now, draw Venn diagram in your notebook. Compare plant cell with animal cell. Write the similarities and the differences. Write the similarities and the differences. Now you can see the features found in animal cell and features found in plant cell. It's a comparison. So you can see that cell membrane and cytoplasm are the common feature. It is present in both. It is present in plant cell and it is also present in animal cell. Plant cell have cell wall and chloroplast, and animal cells have many small vacuoles and centrioles. Now you can see that many small nucleus is written. It is not nucleus, it is vacuole. So here you have done the comparisons between feature found in animal cells and feature found in plant cell. Common features are written here in this area. These are the common feature: cell membrane and cytoplasm. This is not present in plant animal cell. In cell wall and chloroplast are not in animal cell. It is only in plant cell. And one is many small vacuole and centriole. These are only present in animal cell. Now the next, it's a comparison for you people. First is written the organelles. In the second here, this is the organelles. This column contain organelles. First one is cell wall. The second one is shape of a cell, vacuole. The third one is, the fourth one is centrioles. Chloroplast is this one, the cytoplasm and the nucleus. Here it is animal cell. This one is the animal cell, and this column is plant cell. So cell wall is absent, not in animal cell, but plant cell will cell have cell wall. It's a comparisons between plant cell and animal cell. The animal cell are round in shape, and plant cell are rectangle in shape. You can see here it is in rectangle in shape. Vacuole, one or more small vacuoles, much smaller than plant cell. So animal cell have one vacuole or more smaller vacuoles. On the other hand, Animal cell. Plant cell have one large central vacuole, taking up to 90% of a cell volume. So the vacuole is larger in size, occupying 90% volume of a plant cell, and it pushes the nucleus also. Present in all animal cells. Centriole is present in all animal cell, only present in lower plant forms. The example is given, Chlamydomonas. This is the example of plant cell in which centriole are present. Chloroplast, absent, and plant cell have chloroplasts to make their own food. Cytoplasm is present, and here also cytoplasm is present. Cytoplasm is present in plant cell and in animal cell both. Nucleus are also present in plant cell and animal cell. Organelle cell wall is absent in animal cell, present in plant cell. Shape, the animal cells are round in shape, and plant cell are rectangular in shape. Vacuole, one or more smaller vacuoles are in an animal cell, and plant cell have only one vacuole and taking 90% of cell volume. Centriole are present in animal cell and only present in lower plant forms. Chloroplast is present in is absent in animal cell, not present in animal cell, and in plant cell they have chloroplast. Cytoplasm is present in both cell, and nucleus is also present in both cells. Now, write the function of parts of the cells. Different organelles have been given and their function have been given. You should write this one. It is on page 6. On page 6. Question number 4 in your science book. Cell membrane, it is the outermost covering of the cell. It allows certain material to pass through. It controls the material which is going inside the cell or out of the cells. It is the outermost covering of the cell. Chloroplast, it is green pigments called chlorophyll, which helps the plants to make food. So chloroplast contain green pigment. These green pigment were given the name of chlorophyll and prepared food for plant. Vacuole, store food, water, and waste substances. Store food, water, and waste substances. Cytoplasm, jelly-like substance. And all the organelles of the cell are floating in it, are suspended. Nucleus, the control center of the cell. And all the activities of the cell are controlled by it. So cell membrane is the outermost covering of the cell. Chloroplast contain green pigments called chlorophyll and make food for plant cell. Vacuole, store food, water, and waste substances. Cytoplasm, jelly-like substance, and all the organelles of the cell are suspended or floating in it. Nucleus, it is control center of the cell. All the activities of the cell controls by the nucleus. Now, your assignment is why are cells called the building block of life? WhatsApp the answer on my WhatsApp, not in group. This is today lecture. Now, let's see revise it. If you feel any difficulties, you can text me your question. I will give you a reply. And now let comes towards the beginning. First MCQs, the building unit of a living thing is known as cell. The building unit of living thing is the building unit of living thing is known as cell. The second MCQs is the smaller part within the cell are called organelles. The third one is all the activities of a cell are controlled by the nucleus. The fourth one is cellulose, cell wall of a plant cell, and tough substance called cellulose. Group of similar cells called tissues. When a group of similar cells combine and having similar functioning, similar function is called a tissue. Cell without a nucleus are red blood cell. Fill in the blanks now. Collective presentation. First one cell, the second one is organelles, the third one is nucleus, the fourth one is cellulose, the fifth one is tissue, and red blood cells is the last one. Cell, the building unit, organelles, the smaller part, nucleus, the control center, cellulose, the tough substance, cell wall of a plant cell, tissue. When different cells combine, it gives you tissue. Cells having similar functions joined together and will give you a tissue, will result a tissue. Cell without a nucleus is red blood cell. Venn diagram per cell is, as you can see, which show features which is common and not common. You can see plant cell and you can see animal cell. In animal cell, there are many small vacuoles and centrioles. And these the centriole and many small vacuoles are not present in plant cell. And in plant cell have cell wall and chloroplast, and it is not in animal cell. So the two differences is plant cell have cell wall and chloroplast, animal cell don't have. And animal cell have many small vacuoles and centrioles, and plant cell don't have. The common organelles are cell membrane and cytoplasm in both cells. Now, cell wall. This is a table for you people in which organelles are written in the first column, animal cell are written in the second column, and plant cell are written in the third column. And organelles which is present and not present is written. You can see on your screen that cell wall is absent in animal cell and present in plant cell. The shape of animal cell is round and plant cell is rectangle in shape. Animal cells have one or small vacuole. Plant cell have one vacuole and large vacuole containing 90% of cell volume. Centriole are present in animal cell and only present in lower plant cell. Example is given. Chloroplast is absent in animal cell, and chloroplast make their own food. It is present in plant cell. Cytoplasm present in animal cell, present in plant cell. Nucleus is present in animal cell and in plant cell also. The question number 4 of exercise is displayed on your screen, and you can see that cell membrane, it is the outermost covering of the cell. Cell membrane, it is the outer covering of the cell. It allows certain material to pass through. Chloroplast, green pigments contain green pigments which helps the plants to make food. Vacuole, store food, water and waste substances. Cytoplasm, it is a jelly-like substance, and all the organelles of the cell are suspended or floating in it. Nucleus, it is the control center of the cell. All the activities of the cell controlled by the nucleus. So cell membrane is the outer covering of the cell. It allows certain material to pass through it through a cell from inside to let's from inside to outside and from outside to inside. Actually, its example is like a gatekeeper, the gatekeeper of a school. Cell membrane is the outermost covering of the cell. It allows certain material to pass through. Chloroplast contain green pigments called chlorophyll, which helps the plants to make food. Vacuoles store food, water, and waste substances. Cytoplasm, jelly-like substance. All the organelles of the cell are floating in it. Nucleus, control center of the cell. All the activities of the cell are controlled by the nucleus. Assignment. Why are the cell called the building block of life? And thank you, students. Do revise, do the assignment, and WhatsApp me on my personal number. I will give you reply. Allah Hafiz.